I did some fly fishing last night. Caught a few trout for my breakfast. I haven't been up here to Bean Pond in a couple of months. I came up in March and got some firewood out for the camps, but had a good relaxing morning. Had my breakfast out on the porch and watched the loons, and there was a beaver out front as well. The beavers have moved back in here. I noticed when I came across in the boat there was a lot of beaver sticks. Nice spring day. I'm gonna bring you out back and we're gonna get ready to start peeling some logs. Thought I might show you how all the different tools work. I've gone the whole length of the log with the axe. I've knocked off all the limbs and all the heavy knots. What that'll do is it'll save you from getting blisters and also from maybe breaking your draw shave. I broke a draw shave once going through a spruce knot. They're pretty tough. I usually wear gloves. My hands are pretty callous from doing a lot of manual labor, but if nothing else, it keeps your hands a little bit cleaner. The cedar has some sticky stuff on it, but once you get to the fir and spruce, you're going to want to cover up as much as you can because you're going to get pitch and stuff all over you. But on a cedar log like this, I just get it started with the draw shave. I open it up like that. And you take this little baby right here, just work it in underneath like this. Get a good start like that. And you can peel. Get yourself a set of sawhorses and get it up off the ground. It's a lot easier on your back, plus you can get at stuff better. That makes it look pretty easy. This is a good straight log. Sometimes, like I said, the first big one that I did, the bark was pretty well stuck to it, so I had to draw shave a lot of it. And then once in a while you'll find a cedar when they grow along ponds like this. They grow in a spiral. Sometimes those are a little bit harder to peel as well, but I'll give you the general idea. And this one here I think is going to be an easy one. As you can see, almost all of these cedar logs, they peeled pretty clean. The ones that you see that have got some orange color on them, I don't know if it's an older tree or what causes it, but sometimes the bark just wants to stick on it and you have to draw shave it. Like I said, I always try to work smarter, not harder. I've got my sawhorses set up here at the end of my log pile, and then I'm going to put the logs over there. So by doing it like this, I can just pick these logs up, bring them over here onto the sawhorses. I leave the ends on the log pile because that way if they're in between a couple of logs, it kind of steadies it for you so that when you're draw shaving them or stripping them, that they don't want to twist and roll on you. I'm just going to pull these logs up on the sawhorses, peel the bark off them, and roll them over and get them up off the ground. Hopefully in a month or so when we start building, they'll be dried out a little bit and won't be as heavy. Not really bad news, but it's just going to be a little extra work. I started peeling the spruce logs off my spruce pile and my fir. One of these is a fir and one of them is a spruce. Anyway, the fir usually peels pretty well, but these trees were all alive when I cut them. But you can see, probably if I get a little closer here maybe, those little lines on either side of my draw shave there, those from insect infestation. Makes me feel kind of good though, because I figure these trees have lived their life cycle. You know, they've done about all the good they're gonna do, and it was probably time to harvest them. If I didn't, they probably were gonna die anyway. So we'll make a nice little addition to the log cabin and feel pretty good about it. Trout are rising this morning out on the pond, but I don't have time to fish. I'm over here lugging rocks today. I'm getting ready to put the foundation in for the addition we're doing on in the cabin. So I've been going around gathering up all the flat rocks that I can find. You can see the log pile out back. This is where the addition's gonna go. The next time up I'm gonna have to do some digging here. I'm gonna level the ground out. The addition's gonna be 8 by 20 feet. So I got to level it off, get rid of all the roots and the rocks, and then I'm going to dig 3 holes and fill them full of the stone so that the frost can't get under it and heave it. Getting ready to put the foundation part of the cabin together. I got a mad axe that I bought at a lawn sale on the way up here a couple of summers ago. We'll use that to start knocking down all the roots and getting some of this ground prep work started. I got the little snippers there. Those are for cutting off the roots, because there's going to be plenty of them whenever you're digging around in the woods. There's going to be plenty of roots. I got a spade here for digging out the holes. We're going to dig down to hard pan, probably 3 feet or so, and fill it up with the granite in the background. That's what our foundation is going to be. And we got a crowbar in the back there. That's for prying. If we end up coming onto some big rocks down in the holes, we'll pry on them with that. It'll save snapping the handles off on the shovels. I've done that a few times. Then I got a 4-foot level there for leveling everything up, so our sill logs are nice and level when we start. I got the bank dug out. Topsoil's pretty precious up here, but I got a big pile there that I took out of there. We'll save that for some future projects. As you can see, it was pretty bony. I got a couple of rocks there, all I could do to lift them. They were big ones, but they were in the way. They had to come out. I've got my holes dug, all except I'm on my last one right there, but that's going to have to be for next time. I don't know if you can see it in the shadows there, but I got a big spike on top of the piece of granite that's under the main cabin. So it's right at the same level that I want my granite for out here on the addition. So I just run my chalk line. You could use a piece of string too, but my chalk line was handy. And just run it out to a grade state. Bring it up to its level. You can either use a line level, or I just put my 4-foot level across the top of it and made sure it was close. You just bring it up till your line touches your corner. And then over here you can see we got a nice square piece of granite for our corner there. So this corner's all done. I'm a little bit high in that upper corner, but I just couldn't quite fix it, but we can notch the log just a little bit. We're going to go up and do the same thing on that far corner up there. We'll be good to go. We're going to need some dimensional lumber for the window frames and the door frames and for the corners. So I'm back here down in Cornville at the Schanz Ranch. Went across to one of my woodlots across the road here and cut some good sized fir yesterday. Got that loaded up in the truck, and I'm headed to Farmington. One of my old friends, Andrew Bailey's, got a sawmill. He offered to saw some lumber up for me. So we're headed over there. It's a beautiful day. We're getting ready to start our day. This is my friend Andrew Bailey. He's filling up the wood miser, and then we're gonna turn that fir log into some dimensional lumber. The thing that's nice about these wood miser mills, Andrew was just saying, is you can cut stuff, so thin, and you can see we got very little waste. That's that truckload of wood I brought over. That's all the waste right there, and pretty nice pile of lumber. I got all I needed to do the camp project and a few extra 2x4s and 2x6s beside. Good job, Andrew.
Thank you.
Next week, I think we're going to start building.